Wednesday. We're just hanging out. The white car is basically together. I was having a little trouble getting the fan on, so I'm going to pull the fan back off and then put it back on again. It just wasn't lining up straight, so I'm going to do that. The hardest part about this thing right now is that the clutch it's just not fitting in there the proper way. So a bunch of stuff has to be like moved from where it is because it has an aftermarket alarm system in it. So all that alarm stuff has to be moved out of the way and then put back somewhere else where it's not going to, one, interfere with the pedal, and two, not make it super hard to get to. But that's going in. I got to run the clutch line to the bottom. I have to go through the rest and just make sure it's all buttoned up tight and stuff like that. The drive shaft is in. I'm hoping to have the bumper, the trim panel on the front, and the entire motor all back together today. Every line, all the couplers, everything, the little panel that goes on the top that hides all the throttle cables and cruise control, that's right there. And then just go through that. But over here, we got this motor back. This is the motor for that R33. This thing's coming out awesome. I like the purple cam gears and everything. This thing's stroked out to a RB30 instead of an RB26. So this thing's going to be making a lot of power. I can't wait to see that thing get in the car and how it dynos on the dyno and all that kind of stuff. And then out in the back here, we got another R33. The guy dropped this one off today, and we have to put turbos on it because one of them just isn't on it, and then two, the other one, he just doesn't want to have one brand new one and one used one because it just doesn't make sense to do that because who knows, the front one could just go now too, and then it's stranded, and then the motor might not work. We got to do that later on this week, but before we do that, we got to finish up with this car. So let's go ahead and continue with this thing. I'll let you guys know what I'm at in a little bit. What you doing? Putting my windows down. What you doing? I don't know. Stuff.
Videotaping?
I guess.
Are you videotaping this thing?
I'm ready to jump off a bridge.
These cars are... I don't know why Roberto likes these cars so much. I feel like it's torture.
It is.
It's the most torturous car. Like, look at how compact and solid this mass is. Change the spark plugs? No. Change the injectors? No. Change anything?
No.
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 Everything.
Put the fan on?
No.
No.
Piping?
No.
No. Intercoolers?
No.
No. Think of one. What's one easy job on this? Putting in gas?
Maybe a throttle cable?
No. Look, it's got the dual throttle cables.
No, you just gotta take this off. Take this off and it goes over to there.
Okay.
One.
Brake job.
Simple.
Okay.
Change the oil. This is actually one that has a good oil filter on the bottom.
Change the oil. All right, so if you got a Z32, I'll do oil changes, headlight bulb changes.
Are you sure about that?
No, I'm not actually. Never mind. Now, just oil changes and brake jobs, that's it. I'm gonna go wipe my windows.
So you heard it here first. That's what's up with that. Let me wipe you guys down real quick. You got a little smudge on you. There you go, that's better. So guys, like I was saying earlier, this is that white GTR, the R33, that just got dropped off today. This is a V-Spec, just like Roberto's. This thing is awesome. It's got really cool wheels on it. I really do like these forged wheels that they have on it. I think they're like, these are like, I feel like I remember seeing these in like Forza or Need for Speed or something like that. But these are pretty sick. I definitely run these in my car. But like I was saying, the turbo is missing in the back. So we ain't running no boost on no turbos. So we got to get two turbos, or if the dude wants to go single big, that would be sick on this thing too. But it's got valve cover job, just like Jason's got. This could be close to the color that he's got. Jason has candy apple red, while this is like more of a maroon, but it's still really cool. I can't wait to see this thing all done and finished. But the guy thinks that the interior might need a little bit of work, but it looks pretty okay to me. I mean, the only thing that I saw maybe is like a shift boot. But other than that, shift boot and a steering wheel. But other than that, this thing's sick. I want one of these. This is like this is a GTR I want. But they're like $40,000. Way out of my price range. This motor's looking sick. This thing's almost ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave, go to Chick-fil-A, get some food, come back here, bang the rest of the stuff out that's easy on this, like putting the bumper on that little valence plate that goes up there with the Z symbol, and just button that stuff up so that tomorrow all we have to do is put in a pedal and figure out a couple of things to make it crank, and then we're good. So let's go to Chick-fil-A. So guys, a little continuation of the video. We're gonna stray off of the white Z because personally I've had enough of that car for the day, and I don't want to keep going on it and risk messing something up and having to spend even more time on the car. So I'm gonna take a break from that. It's actually super late at night too. So right in front of me here, I'll pan over to it in a second. I have two Haltech Platinum Series ECUs. I haven't done an unboxing on any of these things yet, so I'll show you guys what's in these things. So basically we have two here. They're both the same thing. These are for GTRs, the Platinum Series Haltech Pro. It's a plug-in play. So basically what you do is you unplug the stock ECU and you basically just plug this one straight in, but on the backside you have to run a vacuum line to it from boost pressure. It's good to run just one line from boost pressure to this and not have a T into it, because if the other part that is referencing boost or using boost fails, the Haltech will freak out and the car could shut down, or it just might not run the right way. You risk damaging your motor and just a bunch of stuff. So it's usually good just to run one single line from boost pressure. But the reason why we have two of these is because one we are going to map and send to a customer, and then the other one we are just going to put into a gray GTR that is outside. It is for a customer. We just got these Haltechs in like, I think it was yesterday or Monday. But inside the box, you get the instructions, which Roberto loves to read. It tells you absolutely everything you need to know. The pinning part for the ECUs and everything, where to put in your AFR, where to put in your oil pressure, signal grounds, voltage, grounds, and just everything like that. But it runs you through and just tells you how to plug it in. Like right here, here's the picture of what you do with it. You basically just unplug it, plug it in, and just put boost on it, and it runs. Pretty sure you can just literally plug this thing in and it will run, because it is supposed to be for that car. It's not like an ECU that you have to map for the car or flash for the car. But also you get the USB to, I forgot what side this is called, but it's what plugs into the Haltech, and you plug that in and you leave the other half in the glove compartment. That's the easiest place to put it. They send you pins for pinning it. They send you, if you have never used a Haltech before, but everybody here basically has it on their computer already, they send you the Haltech disc to install on your computer. Just use it so that you can do that. They send you, I don't actually know what this is for. I'll have to ask Roberto, but it's some sort of plug that you can plug into somewhere. I think it goes in the back right here. Probably goes into this one right here, and then, yeah, it goes in right there. And then last but not least, they always send you a sticker, which we have one on the fridge. It's up there in the corner. But let's go ahead and jump into how you install these things on the car. Just went out and asked Roberto what this connector is, and it is actually for the Haltech gauge itself. This gauge is actually really cool, guys. Instead of having multiple gauges like your oil pressure, your AFR, your boost pressure, and all of that, this gauge actually tells you everything all in one. So if you want to go simplicity and just have one single gauge and you're running a Haltech, this is the best gauge to get. It's the most bang for your buck. It's not too bad. It's right around like $350, $400 for just this gauge. But remember, you're only spending it on one instead of buying like 4 gauges if you want to have all the gauges in your car. But that's just this. This is actually not going in this car. It is actually for a 300ZX. This is for our friend Nori's car, that red 300 that I put brakes and stuff on. But that's what you use this connector here for. It's a good thing to know that, because I didn't even know what the heck that thing was. You kind of just, not a lot of people buy this gauge, so we just kind of leave this in a box and just let them use it as willed. So let's go ahead, like I said, and install this in the car. Okay guys, so like I said, you just plug it in, put a vacuum line to it. That's what this is right here. The USB is in the back of the backpack right there. If this thing would have just stayed in its place, you could have seen it. It's right there. Ran up through the glove box, and Bert's got it on his computer now, doing things.
Beep boop bops.
Beep boops things. And now we're gonna put in the second one in a minute. Okay guys, so Roberto finished tuning this ECU. He really just messed with the idle because the guy, I don't think, has that many things done to the car. So he just did that. And now I'm going to put this one back in the box and then hook up the other one. And when he's done with that one, then we're gonna finish putting it in the car, put it all up underneath the dash all nice like, and hide it away, and it'll be all set and ready to go. Hello buddy, get back here. So are you gonna burn this thing down?
No, not this.
No?
I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna burn down.
Okay. What'd you take that off for?
Huh?
What'd you take that off for?
Oh, that was I needed to look at reference the little lever thing for the other thing.
Okay. But this thing's all done. I'm going to just button up the inside, put the panel back in, hide the wire in the glove box again, and this thing should be all set. So guys, that's about it for this video. We just finished up working on the GTR. That was the last thing I did for the day. I kind of did like a cool like little unboxing thing for you guys, since I haven't done that on a Haltech yet. I hope you guys like it. Next week we will be working on Nick's car, or maybe like Friday we will be working on Nick's car. What up, Phil?
Are you talking to yourself again?
I am definitely talking to myself again.
Okay. Bye.
See you later. Bye,
Bye.
Phil. But we'll be working on Nick's car. Like you guys have been asking, I will be doing a catch can in this thing. We do have that for this. So for you viewers who want to see a catch can install, definitely stay tuned, because that's coming up on this. We'll throw our own little twist on it. You guys don't have to do it exactly how we do it, but it will be a nice way to do it for your own car. But lots of stuff to come still. More GTRs, more 300s, Beamer stuff, 180 stuff. I can't wait to see what's going on. Biggest thing is, I'm sorry, Rudnick, about your car. I'm glad that Will is okay though. And I'm just glad you guys made it home somewhat okay. You guys aren't harmed, but the cars didn't really make it. So that's a downer. But I will definitely be up there soon for you guys. And we'll just get you another one, Rudnick. It's no big deal. But if you guys liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, comment, share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.